Hello and welcome back to the Projects module. In our previous lesson, we reviewed the configuration options for the functionality of project reports and dashboard. In this lesson, we will explore the My Tasks and reporting menus, as well as practical workflow of users' interaction within the project. Let's navigate to the Project module from the main dashboard and select the My Tasks menu. The My Tasks menu is a helpful organizational tool to organize tasks assigned to you without impacting the organization of the overall project. We see a default view of all open tasks that are assigned to the logged-in user, regardless of access rights. These tasks can be from various projects and may have different deadlines and priorities. By default, we see task stages called Inbox, Today, This week, this month, and later. Moving tasks assigned to you in between these different stages will have no impact on how the task is displayed in the task stages of the project. To add additional custom stages, you can do so by clicking the Personal stage and entering in the relevant details. Note that task stages are stages for tasks to be set against within a project, while project stages are stages for projects to be set against. We see that the Consult with Client task is set under the Today task stage. Clicking into the task, we see that this task is in the In Progress task stage for the project. All messages, log notes, or planned activities on the task will display if the task is viewed from the task stages of the project or from the My Tasks menu. Let's create a new activity to send draft proposal by email. Press the Activities button, then select Activity Type, and we will assign it to Mark Demo. Let's also write a log note to Mark Demo asking him to call the client. Press the Log Note button. Select Mark and type, Please call. Let's follow the breadcrumbs back to My Tasks and move the task to the This Week stage. Navigating to the projects, we will set the filter to display the interior design project, and clicking into the Consult with Client task, we see this task is in the In Progress task stage of this project, even though we have changed the My Task stage that the task is in. Clicking into the task, we see the activity and log notes written to Mark Demo. Let's return to the My Tasks menu. As seen in other areas in Odoo, we see the standard search bar and filter and group by options. Clicking on the Filters menu, we see a range of filter options, including My Tasks, Favorite Projects, Starred Tasks, and a whole range of standard and custom filters. The Group By functionality provides additional ways to organize tasks. We can group tasks by stage, customer, sale order item, deadline, creation date, and more. Changing to a list view by clicking the list icon in the far right, we can group tasks by multiple layers. For example, let's group tasks by project and then by stage and assignees. Clicking the drop-down arrow, we see All Tasks. Let's head to a different window to see some of this functionality from the point of view of Mark Demo, our user with project user access rights. Here we see a filtered view of all open tasks assigned to Mark in Projects. Let's type Interior in the search bar and search by project to filter tasks only associated with the interior design project. Clicking into the Consult with Client task, we see the logged Mitchell's note and scheduled activity to email the client, which can be marked as done if completed. Let's say Mark had a call with the client to determine specific requirements for the proposal. The Timesheets tab is visible as we have the Timesheets module installed and have activated the use of timesheets in the project settings. Let's add time for Mark's meeting by clicking Add a line. Details are auto-populated, including today's date and the employee as the current logged-in user. These details can be edited as required. Under Description, let's write Meeting with Client and add 1 hour. Once this timesheet has been added, we see that the allocated time has increased to 100% as we have completed the planned hours for the task. As this task has been completed, let's move this task to Done by clicking the respective stage like so. Let's follow the breadcrumbs back to the Kanban view of tasks in the Interior Design project and select the Draft Proposal task. Mark has now completed a draft proposal and wants to review the proposal with his boss, Mitchell Admin, before next meeting with the client. Let's navigate to the Subtasks tab and select the Review with Management subtask and press the View button. Mark can upload his proposal document to the task by selecting the paperclip icon and uploading the document like so. We see there is one document associated with the task, as displayed in the Document Smart button. Clicking through will display all documents saved in the Interior Design workspace, which has been specified on the project settings. We can also filter documents based on tags and if documents are associated with a task. This is a very helpful functionality to organize and filter documents within a specific project. Please refer to our course on documents for further information on workspaces and the Documents module. Let's follow the breadcrumbs back to the Review with Management subtask and log an internal note to Mitchell Admin, informing him that the draft proposal has been uploaded to the Interior Design workspace and is ready for review. We can create a to-do activity for ourselves to follow up with Mitchell Admin in 2 days if we have not received a response. All communication and activity history can be viewed in the chatter of the task. Now that we have reviewed all the My Tasks menu, we will review reporting functionality. Users with Project Administrator access will be able to view the full reporting menu, while users with Project User access rights will be able to only view the Task Analysis menu under the Reporting menu. As you can see from the top right corner, now we are logged in as Mitchell Admin, our user with Administrator access rights. So we will be able to access the full functionality of the Reporting menu. Let's click Reporting, Task Analysis, and we see the default report is a bar chart indicating the number of tasks by stage per project. Let's group by customer and sale order item. Looking at Customer Ready Mat, we see the number of tasks allocated to each sale order item by the different colored layers. Let's say instead of looking at the number of tasks per sale order item, we wish to see the number of allocated hours per sale order item. Let's select the Measures button in the top left, where we see a variety of measures to select from. Let's select Allocated Time and click on Group By again. Remove Sale Order Item and select Assignees. We now see a helpful display of planned hours per customer, grouped by the assignee of each task. Clicking the stacked icon, we can alter the chart display as desired. Hovering over sections of the graph displays details for that section. Clicking a colored name at the top of the page excludes it from the graph display. We can insert the report into a spreadsheet by clicking this button. Graph display options include bar chart, which can be stacked in ascending or descending order. We can also view a line chart or even a pie chart. Let's move to the pivot table, which allows for more complex task analysis. In the pivot view, we can click the flip axis icon and have the option to download this analysis into an Excel file. We can also drill further down into this current analysis. Let's add an additional group by selecting the option Stage. We will use the Expand All icon, and now we have allocated time, effective hours, hours by tasks, remaining hours, and overtime and grouped by customer, and then the assignee of the task and stage of the task. If this was a view you want to use repeatedly, you could save it as a favorite, as we have seen in previous lessons. Let's head to the Reporting Customer Rating menu. This menu is visible because Customer Ratings has been activated in Project Settings. The default view is a Kanban view of all customer ratings on tasks within the last 30 days. Let's change the view to a list view and group by rating to see a breakdown of customer ratings on tasks where customer feedback has been given. Clicking the familiar slider icon in the far right, let's click Comments to display this field. This data can be viewed in a pivot or bar chart by selecting the respective icons in the far right. Well, that's it. You've successfully reviewed the My Tasks and Reporting menus as well as practical workflow of user interaction within the project. Why don't you test your knowledge by heading to the quiz? Thanks for watching, and until next time.